Hey everyone, and welcome to Tiny Glade. You may or may not have already seen a couple of videos about this game. I also need to finally cover it. Oh man, is this a cozy, lovely little game. And yeah, I've been playing around a little bit with it, as you can tell. Unfortunately, I lost the recording. Well, technically I didn't lose it. It was my stupidity. I forgot to record the correct monitor, and so everything was like a black screen. Anyways, this is a little castle kind of thingy I built just to test out the system. And just to showcase, you can basically just procedurally change all these elements that you have. And if you want even more control, you can right-click these things and just like use this lovely little bit here to do it, and you can just move things around, rotate them, and you can see everything else just aligns accordingly. You can throw certain things to it, like for example like a window over here, just throw a window in and then take a second one next to it, or a third one. Well, it doesn't fit over here, and just maybe we can squeeze in a third one. There, this is easy, and then you can also click it to change a bit of the appearance. And yeah, just like very easy click and do. It's like really like not a puzzle builder. It's really like a I don't know. It's really almost like Lego in a way. I don't know. It's just I can't really pinpoint what exactly this is. But it's so cozy, and without further ado, let's go into a new build, and I'm going to talk you through that build to focus a bit more on why this game is absurdly addictive and also why it's so good. So let's just get to it. Whatever I said a second before, but here we are in the time lapse. And you will be very quickly finding out what I'm building if you haven't already clicked this video because of just that. So I built a building inspired by the Burrow of Harry Potter, to be precise, where the Weasley family is living. I'm going for the design that is featured in the movies, even though I'm not entirely hooked too much with the version from movie 4 onwards, but as I said this quite often already, I'm so much down for movie number 3. It's by far the best movie in my personal opinion, and so I'm also very happy about the design in this one. But yeah, so let's quickly talk about Tiny Glade. I saw also all these other videos of people making obviously castles and Neuschwanstein inspired stuff, as Sylph did, and also the lady did like a little bit of a castle style, which obviously is what the game wants you to do in a way that it has all the elements and assets. But personally, that is really not a bad thing, because it has this specific art style, and just imagine you have something very modern-esque in here that wouldn't quite fit the overall style. So I'm very happy. But what I must say is that the flexibility is already so crazy, like with a bit of finicky testing here and there and moving things in and out, you'll find that you can do so much more than you would think in the first place by just intersecting some pieces. And the beauty is that everything is reacting to each other, so it's not like you in Planet Zoo or in other building games where when you stick things into each other that they are basically two individual items merged into each other, and then they don't even interact with each other, and even worse than that, they even cause like an intersection that is not really good for performance of the game. In this game, this is just exactly what you need to do, and just forces you almost to do that, because it just creates so much new and such a wonderful interaction between these elements. And I just love how everything just reacts to each other. We'll see that in a couple of seconds when I'm doing some other things with the windows and so on. Sometimes if you put windows close to each other, they form like a little bit of a laundry rack, I want to say, like a little bit of a rope where some laundry is hanging down, which I figured was exactly what I needed for specifically a build like that is having the family of Weasleys and stuff, like, a big family in general, not because of the Weasleys themselves, but I absolutely love how this all turned out. I also found a couple of restrictions in the demo that I didn't even think there were, but you can't, elevate these buildings. Like if you have an individual building, you can't elevate them forever. Like I reached the maximum height of them, which is a bit of a bad thing because I wanted to build like a huge tower. But hey, okay, well, if the game doesn't let me, it doesn't let me. It's fine, maybe in the future. But yeah, you can see how much of a good vibe this whole thing creates, almost by just putting a couple of things in. And once I had them, I was just starting to adjust these things very nicely and just starting to put in some windows here and there. And sometimes it's so cool because the whole house reacts if you put in a window, just as you can see over here. There's this lovely little I don't know what that even is, the crate on the grass, and I was like, okay, you know what, I'm just gonna leave the window here, which I normally just wouldn't, but then I figured, hey, it works this way, so why not leave it as is? I really loved how this turned out. So yeah, I'm just basically very happy with how simple everything is. Just, I don't know, this took me not even half an hour. It was like 25-ish minutes. Granted, I was already quite aware of what I'm doing, so maybe if you just jump into the game, it may take you like 30 minutes or so. But that is the perfect escape from reality. Just building that tiny little thing in here is so cozy, and I don't know, I felt this was absolutely relaxing and so just lovely to do. I think Sylph called it very nicely. This is one of another installment of a cozy game, and you know, there's not really that much of a different genre you can put it in. It is like a cozy game, I guess, at the end of the day. And we all know that this is a genre that has been seeing a huge, you know, raise in the last couple of years. I mean, granted, because of our life being the life it is, it just gives us the opportunity maybe to escape for a moment, and oh boy, is this a perfect escape at this point. And I just love how much of a peaceful environment and mindset this game just puts you in. I just, you know that I like these kind of diorama builds. I've featured quite a lot of these games recently on the channel. Some voxelscaper stuff and like, you know, these things. I just really like that. But I think in which this game excels is really the area of intuitive building tools. Like, nothing has really a huge interface or anything. It's just like point and click, and so intuitive to do. And once you get the idea of it, you almost do this like flawlessly, as in a, I don't know, as if it's always been there, you know, just as you would doodle. I think doodle is another good word. This is like a doodle game, and I love it so much. Also, by the way, if you hear my voice cracking or just being a bit weird, I'm suffering a lot from pollen allergy at the moment, so don't you mind, okay? It's the way it is. I can't deal with it otherwise, but I just want to keep on recording because I enjoy that so much. But sometimes my voice just fades or cracks or whatnot, so it is the way it is. But we're almost done, and we are obviously going to have a look at it in the real-time part. But that was so enjoyable, and I think this game really can have a big impact on cozy games if it keeps on adding these lovely little details that you can already see in the menu being there. Yeah, just can't wait to test out more and just jump in. Also, because it just takes so little time, I think it's worth the effort to just doodle something every now and then to free your mind and make space for something else. But yeah, let's have a look how it turned out in the game. Right, you can obviously tell with the finished build how cozy it all looks, and this obviously is also, as said, inspired by the Burrow from the wonderful Weasley's home. I mean, I guess no one is home though, but well, actually, no, there's no one in. But yeah, it's so cozy. I mean, you can see what you can do with a bit of tricks and here and there, and I just would love to just keep on building, you know, put a pond or something in and just get creative, you know. This is something I really would love to do. As you can see down here in the menu, there are so many things already that you will see soon. So you can see there's like a little bit of a normal fence, potentially for little sheeps in there. Where's the sheep, by the way? I want to pet it. Hello, where are you? Are you gonna run around here? My friend. Some butterflies in here, super nice. But where's that sheep? Are you around? I love also this little almost like fairy tale effect here through. There you go. There's a little sheep. There you go. When you come fly in here, I really love that. But yeah, you can see there's also some more stuff coming in here. It's like windows and I don't know, this looks like some flags. I'm not sure what's behind here. And then we also have some more plant tools. So if we go, for example, in here. Wait, no, there you go. It's like the tree next to it and also a little pond. So just like so many lovely little things to be doing in here. That will be lovely. Look, I've hidden a little tower in here. Oops. Didn't mean to do that anyways. But yeah, you can tell there is like really a lot you can do with this. Also, why is it not? Just make it smaller. There you go. But yeah, so really I enjoyed playing this. I hope you guys enjoyed it too. It's such a lovely, cozy little game. I really do suggest you try out. It's going to be there in just a couple days. Make sure to check out their Steam page. It's called Tiny Glade. And make sure to play the demo. It is so cool. Anyways, hope you had a good time. If you want to see more of these type of games, building and stuff like that, you are absolutely correct on this channel. So make sure to subscribe if you haven't already. But I talk to you in the next one. Have a great day. Goodbye.